You're saying title.
Yeah, I forgot.
Hey guys, it's Madeline and Samantha, and in today's video, we are going to be talking about periods. And we're going to be sharing with you guys numerous embarrassing stories we've encountered while on our periods. I don't know if you guys can relate, but maybe through this video, I don't know, you guys can relate. Besides that, we're also going to tell you guys a bunch of our experiences personally. I know everyone is different when it comes to periods, so we're just going to share with you guys our experiences throughout the years. I know this is kind of like a weird topic to talk about, but all girls get it. So I mean, like, we hope that you guys can like relate to us, maybe pick up a few tips and learn a few things and kind of laugh along with us because some of our stories are kind of embarrassing. But before we get on the video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed to us down below to become a Canon All-Star. Wow, I said that so fast. My mouth was moving. I don't even know how my mouth. You're still talking really, really fast. And follow us on Instagram if you haven't already. It's Caleon Twins. We give shout outs at the end of every video, and if you guys want to shout out next video, all you have to do is comment down below. So stay tuned to the end to see if you guys got a shout out in today's video. So let's get on with the video. Okay, so I think just start off with telling them like when we first got ours. How old were we? We were young. We got our period really young. We were in grade 4. So I got mine before Samantha, and I got mine in grade 4. So I think that was when I was 10 years old, which is pretty young. The age of when girls are starting to get their periods is getting younger and younger, but back then, like, that was young. I think we were one of the first people to get it, like, amongst our group of friends. I got it 1 month right after you. Yeah. And before getting our period, we were already aware of like what it was and everything like that because our mom had taught us everything, so it wasn't like a big surprise to us. But I guess I just wasn't expecting it that early. Can I tell the story? Yeah. When I first got mine? Okay. She found out. So it was a Wednesday morning, early morning. We went to church at 5:30 in the morning. Guess what my outfit of choice was? A white top with a white skirt. That was like the perfect outfit to get your period. Thankfully, I did not get it in church. I got it in the car. So you know, like when you're a kid, like obviously you don't care how you sit.
She's 10 by the way.
I was like 10 years old. So I, like in the car after church, I put my legs up on the seat in front of me, and then oh sorry, my feet are dry. I put my feet up in front of me, and then my mom in the front seat looks behind, and she's like, "Oh my God, Sarah, you have your period." I'm like, "What?" I got in the car in a white skirt, and I have like a funny story because obviously I wasn't used to wearing pads. When I put my first one on, like I couldn't. It was so ticklish. She was ticklish, and she wouldn't stop laughing. I wouldn't stop laughing, obviously because I wasn't used to the feeling. But yeah, other than that, like it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Oh, we do get cramps. We do get cramps every month, which hurt so much. They started from the very first time we did get our period. So like ever since then, every month the pain comes. Why don't you tell them when you got, can you just say your story? So I will tell my story now. Mine came a month after Madeline's did. I kind of like was not expecting it, but I was already ready for it because she already experienced it the month prior. But I didn't know when I was gonna get it. Obviously you don't really know. But I remember I was in Madeline's room on her bed. I was like by myself, and I was getting like cramps in my stomach. And I've never gotten like those kind of cramps before. They're kind of like a sharp pain. And then I think a few minutes later I went to go pee, and then it surprised me. Surprise! And I don't know, like when she first got hers, like everyone was like, "Oh my gosh!" Like my mom was all attentive. And when I got mine, I was like, "Oh, whatever. The pads are over there. Just go put one on." I don't know. Probably because like the fun of like the first period went away last month, so I was like, "Oh, get a pad and put it on." But you know what? We were kind of embarrassed about it in the beginning. We wouldn't tell anyone. If people asked us if we had it, we would say like, even our own grandmother didn't know we had our period until I think a year after we first got it. I don't know why we were embarrassed. Tip I can give to you guys if like you are starting your period or you're going to be getting it soon. It's not to be ashamed of it. Don't be ashamed of it. It's something that everyone gets. If you have any tips for you guys when it comes to getting your period, if you guys do get cramps, which are kind of bad and uncomfortable, we recommend taking Midol, a pain reliever for cramps, backaches, like all the symptoms that come along with getting your period. I know there's other like brands on the market, but the one we use is Midol. You know, besides that, if you guys don't want to take medicine, you can always put like a heat pack on your stomach or I like just laying on top of a pillow. But we find that once we take Midol, which is the medication, the cramps completely go away. You don't even need to buy that like from a pharmacy. You can just get that from like the shelf at like the drugstore. We buy it at Walmart. But guys, it works.
It works.
And I never have to worry about like cramping every time I get my period. Because before we used to miss days of school.
Yeah, I'd be in bed like dying.
We used to like be absent from school because the pain was just so bad. But when we found that, like it was all good. So now we got that out of the way. I think we can now talk about our now that we're done with that, I think it's a good time to talk about our embarrassing period stories because I know I have a lot and I have quite a few too. So the first one that I can remember is that we were getting ready for graduation, our graded graduation, and we were getting our nails done at the nail salon. I was sitting on the chair waiting for my nails to dry, and I did have my period at that point. And I think it was my first day, so it was super heavy. So I was sitting there chilling, getting my nails done, and then they're like, okay, let's go.
Before that, our friend who's also graduating with us came to the salon also.
Yeah.
And then we were talking.
Oh yeah! Oh my gosh!
Yeah, so we were talking. So like, we're chatting, everything, and then she came after us, so Mal and I were getting ready to leave.
Yeah. So I got up, and then she's the one that told me.
We were literally walking
out, and then she's the one that told me.
She's like,
there's blood on the chair.
There was so much blood. And like, not even like a little spot, it was a whole
I was so embarrassed.
So
I didn't even go back to clean it.
Their chairs are like a light tan leather.
Yeah, so you can see anything. I didn't even go back to clean it. I ran out of there.
It was embarrassing.
I was so embarrassing.
You should have told them so they're not like, oh, whose blood is on this chair?
Oh my god, yeah, but
oh, my dad had a bag that he was wearing, so Malin put it on
to cover her butt.
But she ran to the
But
car.
I think that's where like my fear of leaking came from, just because that was so traumatic. Leaking in public, guys, it's like you can't hide from it because it's red.
So I guess I'm gonna share one of my stories now, and this happened in grade 5. So it was like I think a year or less than a year after I first got my period. But we were in class. It was the end of the day, guys. We almost made it through the end of the day. But
you know when like you have your period and like it's so heavy, and then it's the end of the day. Like, yes,
I'm going home. I made it. But yeah, so it was the end of the day. Literally, we were waiting for the bell to ring. So we stacked all our chairs, and I was sitting on top of my desk.
Yeah,
just chilling, waiting.
Why would you sit on top of your desk?
Because there was no more chair when I was in the floor.
Okay.
Okay, so I was on my desk sitting, and then the bell rings, and we get ready to go. I stand up, and I look at the desk, and it's red. So what did you do? I wiped it with my hand as fast as I could, and no one saw it though. No one saw it, but I think there was a stain on my pants. But good thing it was the end of the day, so I just put my sweater on top of it, and I went home. It was not as bad as yours, because it was just like a little spot.
Yeah. Oh, I just thought of another story.
What?
Okay, so this is like kind of funny actually. So before me and Brad started dating, I was riding in this car and I was on my period, and obviously I'm not too comfortable yet because like
just getting to know
we're getting to know each other. And I leaked on the chair of his car, and I didn't say anything. I was debating. I'm like, should I tell him?
But here's the funny part. So I was at home, and she was with him getting McDonald's.
Yeah.
And Madeline was texting me saying that I leaked in his car.
I was like, wait, I didn't know if I should tell him, because like if I told him, like, oh my gosh, will he judge me? Or should I tell him so I can clean the seat of his car? So I'm like, okay, I'm just not gonna tell him. So I didn't tell him, and every time I would ride in his car, I would see a stain of where I leaked. And then each time I go home, I'm like, oh gosh, I hope he doesn't ride in his car in the day.
Our whole family knew about this incident
except him, because you can see it in the day, but in the night,
but his seats were black.
His seats were black, but they were leather, so you could see it.
Oh,
so then in the night you couldn't see it. The next time I rode in his car, there was like a paper on the seat. Oh my gosh, he had to have seen it because he put something on it, but he didn't. And like I think it was like a few months later, like 4 months later, when he was gassing up, I like took a tissue and wiped it off, so it all came out. And it was only like until like 2 months ago I told him, and he was like, oh okay. Oh, that's it? It's just this long, and you're just like, oh? So yeah, lesson learned, just tell the person you leak,
because it's normal. It's normal.
Yeah.
I had an incident around the same time as you did too.
So wait guys, this was just like last year, by the way.
Yeah, it was so recent. Mine was last year too, during the summer. We were at church. We were part of this whole musical production that we were practicing for like 2 times a week. no, 3 times a week for like a few months. So I knew everyone there and everything. And I got my period, I think the day of or the day before practice. So I think I got my period the day of. I think I got my period either the day before or the day of the practice. So as you guys know, the flow was really heavy. I wore 2 pads because I knew it was heavy. And I was wearing blue jeans. And mind you, in our practices we dance and we sing.
And it's like a whole day thing.
It's a whole day thing with a lot of people.
It's hard to like
production team.
change often.
But I brought pads.
Yeah.
Okay, I brought pads. And the thing is, sometimes even though it's not full, it still leaks.
Yeah. Just because like how you're sitting,
or what you're doing, and we were really active that day, so I was moving a lot. So while the acting part is going on, I'm sitting on the sidelines on a white chair. A white chair. Guys, it always happens on white chairs. I don't know
White
why.
chairs, white skirts.
I don't know what's with this. I was sitting on a white plastic chair. And then for a good while, I stood up because it was our turn to actually go up.
Yeah.
And guys, it was red. Red on the white chair. And I was like, are you kidding me?
And like when this happens, like I don't know about you, but like I instantly get hot.
I just have to sweat and I
Like
get
my
hot.
head gets hot. I'm like,
And I didn't even have I did have a change of clothes. I had a backpack with a dress and everything like that, but I had to wipe the chair first. So I had to wipe the chair. The thing was, my backpack was across the whole hall and I couldn't even get to it because they were rehearsing a whole number.
Did I get it?
Okay, so the thing is, I went through the back exit to the basement, to the washroom, and then I called you.
Oh, yeah,
I was there by myself. I had nothing. I just had myself down there. No pads, no backpack, no nothing. And I called Madeline and I was like, you have to get my backpack on the other side of the hall. I leaked through my pants. And then this girl was singing her sweet time.
there was a lot of people I had to get through.
So basically what I had Madeline do, I had her grab my backpack so I could change. I tried to wipe the stain off my jeans. But then if you don't know anything about wiping things with a wet toilet paper,
It spreads.
no, what? The stain's gone, the blood's gone, but it looks like you peed your pants now.
But I'd rather it look like I pee my pants because then it dries.
Okay, so what I did was I had Madeline grab her cardigan from the car and she tied it around her waist.
No, I wore it.
It was a long cardigan.
Oh, you wore it?
I wore the cardigan, which I don't know why I didn't change to my dress.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I had a dress with me. So I changed into the dress like after the practice, but it probably doesn't seem too bad for you, but inside I was like burning up.
Yeah.
I was sweating, I was so nervous.
Okay, so what can we learn from like these stories?
Or
something we can do to avoid it in the future. Okay, so for me, I'd say like don't wear light color clothing.
I was wearing dark blue jeans,
Like wear black.
I guess. That's true.
What I like to do is I like to wear either like oversized sweaters which cover my butt, or like wear a cardigan that covers my butt.
That's true.
Because then it just like makes me feel safer.
But like some situations are unavoidable. So I guess like just having backup clothes or like even
Just
like,
bring extra
of everything. Yeah, so let us know down below if you guys have any other crazy or embarrassing stories that we can read through so we can relate and realize that we're not alone in this.
Well, we know we're not alone.
We're not alone,
but
but
like I feel like it always happens
to
more
us.
to us than like
anyone else.
everyone else. I'm like, why is our luck so good?
So I think one last thing we talk about is like tips.
Yeah.
So in the beginning of the first few years that we had our period, we just track it like based on remembrance, like in our mind.
Yeah.
Like, oh, we got it this day on this month. It'll come around the same time.
But then like, as you guys know, if you do have your period, it actually shifts like a couple
depending
days.
how long your cycle is.
Yeah.
If your cycle is longer, it's not gonna be the same day.
Yeah,
every
not
month.
every same day every month. So what we like to do is let's use an app on our phone in which we enter the start date and end date of our period, and the app itself will determine like, it gives an estimate, which sometimes it's off by a couple days, but at least like you know
you're prepared.
You're prepared. It gives an estimate of when your next period is gonna be. So it's not like you're waiting in the dark. It's like, am I gonna get it or am I not? So,
And it's hard to remember sometimes too, like when you last got it. So
Yeah.
at least here you have a record. My record goes back all the way to 2015. I use two apps.
I think I use
I have
like
Flow.
the P tracker.
I have Flow and Period tracker.
We'll put it on the screen so
Yeah.
you guys can see it. I don't really remember the name.
I have two apps just to be sure.
But those are helpful because like if anything they're off by like 2 days.
No, mine are like spot on most of the time.
Yeah, so like it really helps in remembering when you're gonna get it, so you're at least prepared, so you're not out there wearing like a dress,
A white dress,
in
dress.
Madeleine's case,
Or
a skirt.
Yeah, or sitting on white chairs or getting your nails done on a light.
So don't get your nails done on white chairs.
That's not
I'm just
that's not
kidding.
good advice.
I'm just
kidding. That's it for the video. Thank you so much for watching the video, and if you've been watching, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Today's shoutouts are on the screen right now, and if you want a shout out in our next video, just leave a comment down below, and who knows, we might pick you. So right over here to see our last video. Why are my hands always going? Click right over here to see our last few videos we posted, and click right over here to subscribe to our channel, and